I think they've gone well. Been guys that pushed through. It's been a little warmer the last 2 days, which has been good. But for the most part, everybody's pushed through. Can't complain about the effort.
When a guy like Andrew Marshall doesn't practice for a year or play for a year, how difficult is it for him to come back?
He's rusty. I mean, it'll take him some time. But, he's getting a lot of reps, and the more reps he gets, the more it'll come back to him.
Did you think he would come back? Like, when he was in that phase of,
Yeah, what happened is we probably tried to get him back too early. We brought him back from Miami, and that was probably a little bit too early.
Uh-huh.
And this time we took a good long time off, so he was completely healthy.
I'm sorry, but did you think, when he missed last season, that he would come back?
Come back to school?
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
I thought it was 50-50. A lot of guys want to play that last year. I mean, he knows that this is probably it for him football-wise,
Right.
and he didn't want to go out that way. He wanted to have a chance to play.
You guys putting on pads tomorrow?
Be full pads tomorrow, yeah.
How does that change things and you being able to evaluate?
Well, we'll be able to interact a little more, and we'll try to do some 11-on-11 stuff. That way we'll get a little better evaluation. But you can do a lot of it in shells.
I imagine it's just been teaching mostly.
Yeah, we've been playing a little, so, we kind of do that all the time. We constantly play.
Still a lot of teaching going on.
Oh, yeah, well, there's always going to be that.
Anyone caught your eye in the last couple of days?
Oh, there's several guys who I think have a chance. Freshmen, let's get through the first day of pads practice. We'll know in 2 weeks how many of them are going to play early.
I imagine those receivers, that's a possible group there where someone may be able to emerge and play.
Yeah, possibly.
You're talking about being 2 weeks and being able to evaluate better. Is that effort?
Evaluate better on the freshmen, yeah.
Okay, is that on effort or not?
No, it's just on playing ability. I mean, a lot of guys are real good shorts players, and they're not so good when the pads go on.
Mhm.
And some guys don't look very good in shorts, but when the pads go on and they actually get to play football, they do pretty good. So you just got to get them some reps and let them play and then evaluate them.
How's Jalen Johnson adjusted? He didn't get a chance to go in the spring, but
Yeah, he's doing fine.
he's playing the Stinger or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they call it.
With Andrew Marshall, would it be your hope that,
Right
4
now
weeks
he's
of
playing
camp,
tackle.
yeah, okay. Would you think that 4 weeks of,
He's played both. He
Practicing
plays center too.
right?
So all those guys will move. We try to get 8 guys and move them around. Get your 8 best guys.
How's Jay Hazel doing with the center?
He's doing good.
Feel like that's maybe a good fit for him?
Yeah, I think he does well with it.
What's the prognosis for Kenny as far as returning to practice?
Should be back.
This
I mean,
year?
I don't know. I don't have a magic wand.
I guess you were confident that he'd be back at some point.
Yeah, he's weight bearing. He's running. He's doing everything. I think he'll be back practicing by the first game.
Anything else for Coach?
Saw that you gave Bailey a scholarship, or the
Yeah.
scholarship.
Well, he earned one, yeah.
What,
Well, he started 3 or 4 games, and you look at Bailey. He's not the most imposing guy, but he started against Virginia Tech. He's played a ton of snaps, and when he gets out there, he's one of those guys. He's better in pads than when you look in shorts, and he understands what we're doing. And it was fun to be able to reward him.
Yeah, what's happened since?
Yeah, it was about exactly a year ago today. So it was right at the beginning of camp. We were just doing one-on-ones, and it happened. Just doing some one-on-ones and got my foot in the ground, and it just kind of popped. So that was when it started, and then it happened again in October. Had the surgery then. So since then, it's been a long road, but it's been a good road, and I'm glad to be back.
Coach said he felt maybe he brought you back a little too soon. Is that thought you?
That could have been the case. I mean, when you're a senior and you came in with all those guys, I really wanted to play last year and help our team win, and we thought that I was ready to go. So we started getting me back into it, and I was running and thought it'd be good to go, and it wasn't. But I don't regret that decision. So I was trying to get on the field as quickly as I could and help us win games. So I don't regret that decision.
How much better does it feel now versus when you even try to come back in October?
Oh, it's a lot better for sure. A lot more rehab, a lot more time that I had to get it fully ready to go, and a lot more that we've learned about it and how to handle with it and how to tape it and all kind of things like that. So I definitely feel a lot better about it today than I did the second time around.
What are they doing to help the support of your?
Yeah, so they tape my ankle like I've always done, but then they'll tape my foot in a specific way and kind of give that and have some insoles in my shoe and stuff like that to give it as good a support as we can give it.
Is it an ankle or a foot?
It was a foot injury.
It was like a ligament?
Yes, sir.
Was that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
I guess kind of what did it feel like when you guys are probably doing some thud and, you know, you're not fully hitting yet or anything, but what's it like just to have some contact and kind of?
Yeah, sir, it's good. It's been good. You know, I've played football, I think, 18 years now, and last year was the first one I didn't play. So it felt good to finally hit again. So I'd missed that, and it foot feels good, so everything's going well. So we just got to keep getting better every day and just keep improving.
And right tackle mostly?
Some right tackle, some center, kind of everywhere. We've got a lot of guys and a lot of people. We're trying to figure out where we all want to go, so where they need us to go. So I've been bouncing around a little bit.
Is there still a rust factor, even though you've had a lot of experience?
Yeah, sir, for sure. When you take a year off of anything, I think that's to be expected. You know, I'd spent about 20 weeks or something like that in the fall where I was in a boot or not walking at all. So it took a while to get back from all that, and even running and all those things. All the steps and playing football is the last step here. That definitely a little rust, but it's coming back, and I'm hoping to improve each day.
You know, we talked last year, you were preparing yourself mentally for your last season and all that, and you kind of get to relive a lot of that again now. Kind of, what are your emotions like with camp and all that?
Yeah, sir. It's definitely a different mindset. I didn't expect that. You know, you don't ever want to expect an injury or anything. So I thought last year was going to be the last go around, last time checking in the hotel and all those things. But it's good to be back. You know, I sat there and looked at all the opportunities and all the things I could do and decided to come back and get a master's degree. And so I'm very excited about all of that. And then it's great to be back and play football one more time and kind of write the story the way I want to write it this time. So.
How much of a decision was that for you?
It wasn't that big of a decision. You know, I talked with my family and friends, talked to the coaches and everything. And it kind of, like I said, I've played this game a long time, and I didn't want to end it the way it was going to end if I would have just walked away from it all. And then saw that I could get a master's degree as well and keep furthering education. So it was pretty much a no-brainer once I looked at everything, and I wanted to play one more time and win some more games.
What's the master's program?
Building construction.
Chris, Bailey was in here a minute ago, and obviously I'm sure you were excited for him, as everyone else was.
Yes, sir.
Describe what a guy like Bailey kind of means to the team, and just imagine your satisfaction, happiness for him.
Yeah, sir. Bailey's a great teammate, and just in terms of his personal character and who he is, you know, he's a hard worker, always shows up on time, one of those guys. But then in terms of his playing ability, he's a great player, got great footwork, he can move well, he plays well. So, you know, it was one of those things where as an O-lineman, you kind of saw it coming. You knew that he deserved it. You knew that if they got a scholarship open that he should get it. And it was kind of the thing that we were all expecting it to happen. So it was great when it finally did, and we're all happy for him. There's no doubt he earned that scholarship. So.
You've been here when there's been thin numbers on the offensive line, and you guys have probably the most you've had in a long time.
Yeah, sir.
Has that helped in terms of reps and stuff, not getting as worn down through his first 4 days?
Yeah, sir, for sure. A lot of guys getting to rotate, a lot of people trying out new positions, and it gives, like I was just saying, I get an opportunity to bounce around a little bit, and everybody can do different things and find where we all fit best and who's going to be the best five and the next five and all of that. So it definitely helps for sure.
With the experience and the talent on the offensive line, is it fair to have high expectations for what you guys?
Yes,
can
sir.
do
I
this
mean,
year?
I think every year your expectations should be high, and definitely this year, I mean, it should be high. We've got a lot of people, a lot of bodies, and a lot of people returning on offense in general, a lot of starters that have got a lot of good experience and won some ball games. So I think the expectations should definitely be high.
Watching the games last year, you know, coach wasn't happy when the team got a lead and the offense sort of maybe let off the gas a little. Did you notice any of that while you were watching the games?
Yes, sir. I mean, you could see it. I mean, there was some times when we didn't finish and execute well, but overall, I mean, I think that's just kind of the name of the game always. You got to just finish the game and execute for the whole 60 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. How's camp going so far?
It was pretty good. Just starting back over again, doing the fundamentals again, and helping out the young guys.
Are things moving a little faster for the offense with all the experience coming back?
Yeah, I'll say we're going pretty quick. Less mistakes. A lot of grinding and just working, really.
How do you feel? You know, last year you played through a lot of pain, and it seemed like in the spring you seemed much more like your old self. Do you feel like now you're even that much closer to being kind of?
Yeah, now it's way better. 100% right now. Not really dealing with anything, but last year was really just a little hiccup. It's just adversity. Everybody has to go through it. Just keep on moving forward, really.
Are you excited to see kind of what you and Quake and Nate can do? Kind of is that
Definitely.
3 guys now?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can do this year.
Where do you feel like you are with your blocking?
I mean, I can always get better. You always get closer, and just get the defender down. I'm really working on that this year. That's one of my goals, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to just continue to do the little minor things with that.
How do things change putting on pads tomorrow? You get excited about that part?
Oh, definitely. A lot of talking between offense and defense. So, we're going to see who's really about that talk, really. So.
Curious, when you were redshirting, what would it have meant to you to be able to play? Like, they had that rule that you can now play 4 games and still get your redshirt. What would it have meant to you to kind of have that carrot on?
Of course, like when you come in, your goal isn't to redshirt. I think it means a lot. Just to get thrown in the fire a little bit and just see how you react. I think it's pretty cool.
Have you kind of given maybe a little more attention to some of the younger guys, knowing that there may be an opportunity for them a little bit in terms of coaching up? You got 3 young A-backs working behind you right now.
Right now, we just coaching all of them up really, and just making sure they're all up to par, making sure they know their assignment and really know what to do and just do it fast.
Any of those guys catch your eye yet?
I say Tajay. He's my camp roommate. He's doing pretty well, I think.
What do you think it takes to succeed at A-back in this offense?
You just got to buy into the system. Like, you're not gonna get the ball every play, and you just got to make the most of your opportunities.
Is that hard after you've been in high school? You're getting it 20 times a game, and now you may get it 6 or 7, maybe.
Yeah, I would say that. It takes a little bit of adjusting, but you just got to make the most of your opportunities when it's given to you.
What do you think of the uniform reveal?
Thought it was pretty cool. It was nice. I liked it.
How's the locker room treating you in the new locker room?
It's very great. It's a lot more exciting.
Last year in camp, you guys going through a quarterback battle. How have you seen DeQuan kind of be different and take on a leadership role now that he knows he's the man?
Definitely communicating more, leading more guys, and just being overall like a better player, better leader.
Anything else?
The cleats are okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
You had to work, kind of
Thanks.
break them in, I guess.
No, I thought it would take a little second to break in, but it didn't. I'm good.
Thanks, Clint.
Appreciate it. Bailey, did you have any inkling what Coach Johnson was going to do the other day?
Yeah, he came up to me earlier in a meeting and kind of told me that I was going to get put on a scholarship. And so I had a little inclination, but I wasn't really allowed to tell anybody. I told my parents because I couldn't keep that in, but I had to keep it quiet from all my friends and stuff. So it was really nice to finally be public, be able to share that with people.
Imagine your parents were pretty excited about that.
Very excited. It's always nice to see hard work pay off.
Can you talk about just the kind of decision to go that route and follow the walk-on path?
So I had a couple offers from some smaller schools, but I felt like I could compete bigger level. I played in a pretty big high school coming from Brookwood, so I competed against 4- and 5-star guys every week. Like, I actually played Renzo Carter twice in high school. So I felt like I could compete with those guys. So I really chose that route because Georgia Tech is a great opportunity to play against good Division I players, and the ACC is probably the most challenging, if not second most challenging league out there. So I really enjoyed my time here and worked my way up. So it's good to see.
What did you say? You had offered like FCS schools, I'm guessing?
I had a couple smaller offers like Davidson and a couple D2, D3 schools. So just small stuff, and I really felt like I could come in a place like this and work my way up. So
Did you play inside in high school, or?
I played actually guard and tackle in high school. So I played left tackle my junior year, and I played strong guard my senior year. So I played a lot of positions in the O-line. So I felt like I was a fluid guy. I could get in and work. So that was always an advantage for me. I could move around.
Right.
So
Coach Johnson talked a little bit about how you're a guy that maybe doesn't look the part, but when you put the pads on, you kind of kick it up a level. What do you kind of attribute that to?
My dad just really always taught me to work hard. I mean, you can't beat hard work. I mean, you can get after anybody. I mean, you just got to be in there. Once you get in there, it's mind on the game. You got to get in there and be that guy. You got to be the guy that makes a play. You can't make excuses. So, and I was taught from an early age that, like, excuses don't fly. So you just got to get in there and do what you got to do.
Your first start last year, did you have butterflies? I mean, what was it feeling like?
I definitely had butterflies first couple of plays, but once you get back in that groove after you knock off about 1 or 2 plays and
you kind of settles in like, all right, I'm that guy. Time to make plays. So
How'd you keep yourself motivated when maybe the playing time wasn't always there?
that was hard at times, but my family is a really big support. I have a lot of friends that know me pretty well from high school that try to, every time we hang out back, go home for breaks and stuff, they really encourage me, ask how football's going. They try to tell me to keep my head up if things aren't going well. Mom and dad, like I said, always there. My aunt, she's always, my little sister, they're always there. If I need somebody to talk to or struggling with something, they pick me back up. And really, honestly, the guys treat walk-ons pretty well around here, so they really pick you up if you're not doing well. I mean, you struggle at times, but everybody has struggles, so it's something you have to work through.
What do you think of the new gear?
I like it. It's very nice. So it's really well done, I think. I think we got a lot more to come, so really excited about it.
How's the new locker room going?
It's very nice. Night and day. So
What's your major and how are you progressing with that?
I'm a mechanical engineering student. I have a pretty decent GPA right now, so looking forward to. I came in with a bunch of credits because I took a lot of APs in high school, so I'm actually a little bit ahead right now. So I have 12 hours in the fall and then 6 in the spring, and I'll graduate. So we'll see how it goes.
Skylar, you said you came here thinking you could compete.
Mhm.
I'm curious, at what point did you get here, after getting here, did you realize, okay, yeah, I actually can do this?
I think my freshman year on scout team, running with the guys, get respect because guys down there get respect on if you go hard or not, and so you really get to see the level because you're playing against a one defense every week. So you really learn how you got to. For me, it was a big change in the speed of the game, so that was my biggest problem coming in, and so I had to get used to that. But after you get on scout team, you get in there and run plays, and then it's just a matter of time before you learn the playbook, and you kind of get things. You just got to get faster and faster and get that footwork down since I'm not as big as other people. So got to be a real technician guy.
Who's the hardest guy to block on the team right now for you?
Hardest guy to block? Probably Henri Sandamore or Desmond Branch. They're both very good with their hands. They're physical guys. They're quick. So that's a mean combo. So especially being a tackle, a lot of times those guys are moving right to left, and you got to push them off the ball. It's really hard to do. So.
Anything else for Bailey?
How much do you know about what your dad did when he was here?
Pretty good deal. He came in as a walk-on and earned a scholarship his freshman year, and then he started the next 3, so at left tackle. So it was pretty cool to get that first start, being in his same shoes. A little bit different offense, but nothing wrong with it.
Like, was that an influence for you choosing Tech?
Well, the biggest thing for me in choosing schools, I really wanted an academic school because I was very good at math and science in high school. So a place like this where engineering is so big, and also my dad being an alma mater, it all just kind of factors into how I got here.
He didn't wear your number, did he?
No, sir. He wore number 71.
Thanks,
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I had some customs on today, some custom Adidas cleats that I got done back home.
Okay. That wasn't part of the whole deal. You just had
Oh no, those are my own. Those are my own for sure.
just bring a little camp swag. Or
Yeah, just a little swagger this year, trying to do a little something different. Some of the guys get on to me about my field swag. It's not up to par, so I'm trying to switch it up a little bit.
Those are the ones you tweeted about?
Yeah, those are the
Your name
ones.
on it?
hmm
Wow. You able to wear those in the game, you know? Or?
I might. I mean, it depends on how the grip holds up on them. I mean, they're starting to wear down a little bit, so we'll see how it holds up.
Coach has talked about when you guys got a lead, he wants you guys to put the hammer down. And did you notice maybe that wasn't happening last year, or when you had some leads and the other teams came back?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say that we were coming off the throttle. I mean, I think sometimes things didn't go our way, and we weren't able to capitalize on certain things. But, yeah, definitely this year we're definitely trying to put our foot on the throttle and make sure we keep the same pace, keep the same energy
Little
throughout
things,
the whole
stay
throughout
away
the
from
whole game.
mistakes and-
hmm
How's it been, you rotating different guys in that center and that kind of thing? How's that been for you so far?
It hasn't been bad. I mean, I'm comfortable with pretty much all the guys. We got some snaps over the summer, get snaps before practice, so I'm kind of familiar at where to put my hands at with everyone, and things are getting better with me and Jahazel. I mean, I just try to tell him to stay consistent with it. I mean, he ain't been doing bad. I get every snap, so with Andy it's the same. Scott, all the guys. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job.
With Andy and Scott, you probably have a little more experience with working with them.
Yeah, definitely. Because of course Scott last year and then Andy in the past. Jahazel's newer, so but everything's clicking.
What does Kenny mean to that line in the offense?
Man, Kenny's tough, man. A lot of people don't. The offensive line, they don't really get a lot of praise. Everyone's always looking at the skill guys, but I mean, not just Kenny. I mean, you got Parker, you got Scott, Brad, you got Andy, you got Will. I mean, all those guys are really, really tough. I mean, you'd be surprised at how many bumps and bruises they go through in the game, and you would never know just because they're so tough and they stay in there and fight through it. So those guys are really tough. Kenny's a really tough guy. I mean, he's always bringing some jokes to practice, so it's always fun being around him. But yeah, those guys are tough up front for sure.
I mean, he's a guy that, he's not the biggest, but he seems like he has that quickness out the ball, and a lot of times when you and Taquan are running up the middle, it's kind of behind.
Yeah, his IQ is up there. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He helps the guys around him, so it's a big plus when Kenny's in there. Not that it isn't when the rest of the guys are in there, but yeah, Kenny's a good guy.
You're going into pads tomorrow. It's a little bit different. I know you maybe non-contact some. Do you have to try to lobby Coach Johnson to let you get a little bit of contact just to get yourself ready for the season, or you feel okay?
Yeah.
You feel okay just if he keeps it off?
He's not going for it. I already tried it. Man, we were in white for the first couple of days. Yesterday we were in white. We were getting excited because it was getting close to the full pad days. And then today we went to the Cubbies and saw the yellow. So I said, hey, Coach, we're trying to get in the whites for full pads. He said, no, go talk to Coach Candido. I talked to Coach Candido. He's like, yeah, you know it's the boss man. He said, you got to talk to him. I said, he told me to go talk to you. But, yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's kind of tough being in the yellow, trying to go full speed, get the actual look. Because the guys on defense, they know I'm in the yellow too, so they know 9 times out of 10, like, hey, he's not really going to run it here too hard. He's going to try to pitch it, so they kind of can finesse it. But, I mean, we're going to get through it. I did it in the spring, so the guys don't want to tag up on me. I guess I'll just score every play.
How were you able to be different this year at camp than last year at camp, knowing that this is your job?
I mean, I know what to expect. I'm coming into it with the same energy. I mean, I'm still competing. I can teach the younger guys because I have some more knowledge than they do at this point. So I can teach the younger guys in meetings, teach them out in the field, show them different things, show them different tricks that I have when it comes to certain things. So that's kind of, a little bit different for me this camp. Leadership-wise, I'm trying to stay consistent with it, bring energy. I'm definitely bringing more energy this camp for sure. I think we got a lot of stuff going on around us, so it's hard not to bring the energy to practice every day, knowing, like, hey, where we're trying to get to.
How's James coming along? I know that's a tough thing for a freshman to come in and learn the offense.
He's progressing pretty well. I mean, honestly, when I was in his shoes, when I first moved to quarterback, he's coming along a little bit quicker than I was for sure. It's because it's tough. I mean, going from – because I think he was in the gun all of high school, so he's getting snaps. His footwork is better than mine when I first started, so he's progressing pretty well. He's got a good arm, throws good balls, so, yeah.
In the spring, when you played against a new defensive scheme, naturally they were moving guys all over the place, and you really didn't know who was going to be playing where. Now, when you get to put the pads on, I imagine some of the guys are going to be locked in. Are you looking forward to see what that's going to be all about?
Yeah, definitely. Tomorrow is when you find out who's got it and who don't. I mean, this one people start to separate themselves, honestly. When you get everything on, I mean, it's all fun and games when you got the shells on and you can thud somebody up real good, but when you really got the pads on, you got to make a play. I mean, tomorrow is when we'll really find out who's going to be making the plays.
Curious, you put a lot of effort into work on your passing, and obviously it's early, but I'm curious kind of what sort of results have you seen so far?
A lot better. I mean, the chemistry with me and the receivers is crazy because we worked on it a lot during the summer. Don't have to really fix too much. I mean, of course, we have a couple tweaks in practice, like, hey, let's see if we can do this during Skelly. Let's see if we can do that. Other than that, it's been pretty on point. I mean, I can see the improvement when I watch it on film. Hopefully the guys around me can see the improvement. I'm still working on it. It's going to be improvement thing every day. So,
what do you think about the uniforms?
Oh, they're sweet, man. I was just telling somebody the other day, I said, man, I can't wait till fan day. We get to put the jerseys on. So I'm excited about it, get to show off our arms a little bit.